Alright guys, we're back here playing on PokerStars, some micro stakes tournaments. I got a $1.10 progressive knockout, 3K guaranteed. I have a bounty builder, $3.30 turbo on demand, 1.5K guaranteed. And I'm playing this big 330, 8K guaranteed. And all three, they're relatively new. We didn't have the best of luck in the first three, so now we're just kind of playing a few new ones, and so far it's going fairly well for us. We got a guy with a 9-0 in early position. I'm just going to call with this. I think this guy's playing very, very tight, and he could have a pocket pair and 4-bet shove on us, and we're not going to be very thrilled with 126 big blinds going all in with ace king. And yeah, this guy's kind of going to do the work for us and see what this guy does, so that's good. Ooh. Okay, so we have this guy 3-betting us, and we have ace king offsuit, and this guy's super tight so far. I think I'm just going to fold. We could fold ace king. There's nothing wrong with folding ace king. I think this guy probably has queens, kings, or aces, and I really don't want to play against those, so... Yeah, he made a set, so figured he had a pretty good hand there. I'm going to make this small, so then if somebody 3-bets, I'll still have implied odds to call. Go with the 2.1 instead of a 2.5. All right, ace-7. Well, we have 44 big blinds, so we can call with ace-7 here. If I had 80 big blinds, I would fold. 80 plus. Okay, I can check that. Goes check, check, check. We have a blocker to the flush draw. But I think I'm just going to continue to check here. Okay. This probably means that he has something excellent and he's just an idiot. Okay, we can check here. Okay, pocket sixes and he bets pot. Oh, gotta get rid of that one. Pocket threes here with 92 big blinds. Same thing. I can open. 25 and 13. We got a 43 big blind stack. He's never folding. Like I said before, you don't really want to be 3-betting a polarized range at these levels because they call with anything, basically. Pretty nice flop to try to take it down right here. Fairly stale. If somebody has a king, they're going to call. If they don't, they're going to fold. So, also we do have a backdoor straight or a gutshot straight draw, and no set for us there. So basically check folding. All right, 9. Can't do much about that. At least we got to see a free card with our threes. A 3 would have been pretty nice to get if somebody had a king and they checked it back to try to slow play it. So deep stacked in this one that we really have nothing to worry about yet. Pretty much opening any pocket pair from any position. Not deep. Okay, this one is a fold. King 4 offsuit is a fold. Probably start calling it like King 9 off. And then probably any suit, King 4 suited plus or something like that. Okay, this guy overbets the pot. See, this is what they do. They get themselves into this pot here where they check it all the way down, and then they realize that they're not going to make any money with their monster hand, and so they go 3x pot, and then nobody calls because they just turn their hand face up. So it's stupid. So he went 3x pot. I wonder what that means. I would like to see that hand for sure. But I can almost guarantee you that he probably had some kind of marginal king, maybe king queen, king 10, king jack, something like that. All right, ace 9 suited. This potentially could be a 3-bet hand. We got one limper. Probably just go the passive route and just call and try to see a cheap flop with it. Especially since this guy only has 18 big blinds. If I 3-bet, he's going to shove, and I don't really want to be involved in a pot like that with ace 9 suited right now. Take the low variance route. Yeah, and then done with that one. And he shoves, so we can fold. Limp, and then shove on any flop, I guess. That's his game. And we make trips. All right. This guy's playing a 6-0, so we're definitely 3xing. I'm going to showboat and just kind of think for a minute and then call like I don't have anything. And then check it again. I don't think he's calling. Yeah, if I bet, I don't think he's calling. It was a stone bluff, yeah. The only way I was going to make any money on that hand is if I kept checking. All right, 8-7 suited. Definitely worth 60 chips. Fold this. I was hoping that when he saw that queen on the river, he was going to jam. And a lot of players would have jammed on the river when they saw that I checked the river. So, but I basically knew exactly what he had. So, all right, this guy makes it 150 to go, and he's fairly tight, so we can get rid of that. Seems like we're ending up in a lot of these middle pair marginal hand situations. This guy 4x's. That was a nice hand. I was going to play it, but to a 4x, I got to fold. I got about 20% equity here. I think I just fold it. I don't need to get involved. I'm pretty much looking for a 7, and if a 7 comes up, somebody can make a straight. So it's just, yeah. I guess I could get an 8, but I'm only going to get an 8 like 10% of the time or something like that on the turn of river. All right, folding that. 8-4 off. We can get rid of that. So yeah, you guys, I guess I'll let you know, like, again, I said it in a couple of videos before, but yeah, I'm an intermediate to advanced player. Playing micros, trying to build up a bankroll, and I guess the goal here is to try to get some feedback on my game and what mistakes I might be making that you guys could see, and if you guys would be kind enough to let me know, that'd be awesome. And vice versa, if you have any questions or anything, or you want me to review some of your play, just let me know, and I'll take a look at it. But yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of studying the last few months, and I've been taking poker fairly seriously off and on for the last couple of years, and just with the coronavirus, I decided to get back into it because I got to do something here. So, this is possible. This is probably pretty close. You probably could open this, but I'm not really thrilled about it when I got a 42, a 42, a 38, and a 33. Like, they're obviously active players, and I'm going to be playing out of position a lot. If it was suited, like, I'd always open it. Okay, 10-9 offsuit, we can fold. I don't know why. Oh, I see what's going on. The stats are all messed up. They usually fix themselves here after like the second hand or so. Hold this one. Average is 15,000, so we're right at average. So we got a pretty shallow average stack in this tournament, so it's probably going to go fairly fast. Usually on PokerStars, on these micros, the average stack just keeps getting shallower and shallower as it goes, and usually around the mid to late stages of the tournament, everybody's shallow. So it's just how it is. It's probably because they want us playing as many tournaments as possible so they can rake us as much as possible. So 560. Half pot on the river. Ace-4 offsuit, we can get rid of that. Playing fairly tight on this table. I probably have a fairly tight image, I would think. 14 and 7. This one, it looks like I'm playing quite a few hands. This one, I'm playing fairly tight aggressive as well, so. Tight aggressive is the name of the game at this level. This guy, for 101 big blinds, decides, or for 40 big blinds, he decides that King-9 suited is good enough to call a shove. And 10 deuce offsuit is a fold. It's really not. You got to be pretty optimistic to call there and think that anything's going to happen that's going to be good. Okay, 9-3, we can fold. Basically, in this scenario, any hand that I'm going to play, I'm probably going to be either just limp jamming, or I'm going to be shoving myself. Because if I make a 3x with a marginal hand here, and he shoves, I pretty much just price myself into call anyway, so then I'm going to have to call off needing like 44% equity or something, and then a lot of my hands are going to have 44% equity against his shoving range. So. Queen-8 offsuit will be an open if I do get folds, but it's highly unlikely. We just we have this D bank job guy, and he has a very big stack, and I got 6 hands on the guy, so looks like he's playing fairly active. But we have him on a right, so that's excellent. I don't understand why this guy's sitting out, this guy's sitting out, and this guy's sitting out. That's strange. It's like they get a short stack and they give up, I guess. It's definitely not the way to play a tournament. When you get a short stack, you got to make the most educated decisions and shove when you get a good spot, basically. Closing it and trying another one is going to definitely have a negative expectation in the long run, because pretty much every tournament you play, eventually you're going to get a short stack. So even I've had short stacks and I've taken tournaments down. So yeah, this is just laziness here. Quitting. 4 players. That's unusual, though. I never see that. 4 players sitting out in a bounty. This guy's worth $2. I wonder if he's going to come back. All right, 3-9's a fold. Probably open up our game a little bit, having these guys to our left. All right, King-3 offsuit. I think I fold. Again, with the reverse implied odds. If I make a king in a 4-way pot, chances are I'm going to either lose a large pot or win a small one. So There's really no sense in getting involved. Okay, queen 7 off is a fold. As you can see, I'm playing pretty tight with this deep stack, so because yeah, generally speaking, you have to play the opposite your opponents are, right? So, and they're playing extraordinarily loose for the most part, so I have to counter that by playing fairly tight. Well, if you see, we got 2 big blinds that are sitting out here. Like I would. This guy's limping everything. Like it is a little bit weak to shove. Whoops. I guess you don't get a time bank. That's ridiculous. I don't think I killed all my time bank yet. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, in that spot, I probably would have been shoving something like ace-9 suited plus, and then like ace-jack off. I probably just would have shoved my stack size. Ace-2 suited is just a little too weak, especially when that guy's opening range is 25%. Yeah, 25% is pretty reasonable for limping, a limping range, I guess. That means that he's only limped in one hand out of 1 or 2 hands out of like 8, so that usually means that he's folding a lot of stuff. So probably he's going to be calling me there. Say he was in mid position, so we'll say he's opening like 17% of hands. And he's going to call me with the top 5% of hands. So he's going to be calling me 1 in 3 times. So maybe a touch more than that, actually. Maybe like, because the stack sizes are a little bit lower, so maybe he's calling me like 1 in 2.5 times, I guess. So with ace 9 and ace 10, I'm gonna do fairly well, but with ace 2 suited, this is so easily, he could so easily have us dominated with his range. And then pocket 6 is here, basically just doing another set mine. We don't get it on an ace-high board. It's pretty stale. Might actually be a good spot to stab at it, because they're not, like I said earlier, they're not going to be calling with overcards here. But we do get called, and the bottom card pairs. And it's, generally speaking, people's ranges are very weighted towards aces, so this is a very good likelihood that he has an ace here. And I don't generally double barrel on board ace-high boards, because this guy has an ace. Like, I can almost guarantee you that he has an ace right now. Okay, 19 big blinds with pocket 5s. I'm gonna fold. I don't get a time bank in this, which is stupid. Yeah, we just don't have implied odds.